Okay, so far what we've done is we've pretty much been doing questions that look this kind of style, right? Where there's basically a letter and then a number afterwards. But they don't have to look like that. You can still use the same ideas of what we've done. So I've got 3 challenges here, and I've said that these are unlikely to be the kinds of things they ask you in foundation. So if you are doing the foundation paper, you might not need to watch these, but you'll definitely be able to understand what is going on if you've understood everything else so far. Now, if you've spotted any patterns in expanding these brackets, which I'm sure some of you will have done, they don't necessarily follow in these ones because it's really just when you have letter, number that you can apply those patterns. So let's just try this out. Let's just use the exact same thing that we had before. You could either do the grid method or you could do expanding the letters one by one. So I'm going to do A times C to begin with. A multiplied by C, we just write AC. And then I'm going to do A multiplied by D is going to be a positive AD. I have positive B times C. That is just going to be BC, and then I have positive B times positive D is just positive BD. Now there is none of these that are the same as each other. You have an A and a C and an A and a D, so you can't add those together. And here you have a B and a C and a B and a D, so they can't be added together. So all of these are different. None of these are like terms, so they cannot be simplified further. This thing that we've got here is fully simplified. It cannot be simplified any further. This is fully factorized. This is fully simplified. Both of these are useful for different things. What we'll be doing in the next playlist is going from these kinds of things backwards. Okay, this one we're going to expand here. We have x multiplied by x. X times by x is x squared. And x times by minus y, that is minus xy. We then have the y multiplied by x. I'm going to write plus yx, but maybe I'll write that in a different way in a second. And then I have y multiplied by minus y is minus y squared. Well, I did say I might write this in a different way here, because normally we do it in alphabetical order. Normally I would write plus xy. Now what that means is we're going to have a look at this minus xy and this plus xy. They're going to cancel out. Remember, if you have two, like a positive and a negative, if you're doing like minus 3 plus 3, you just get 0. So they're going to cancel out, leaving us, weirdly, just with x squared minus y squared. Now, when you do the factorizing playlist, you'll learn that this thing is a standard setup of something called the difference of two squares. But I'm not going to explain that fully here, just because it goes off at a bit of a tangent. Okay, x plus y squared. Again, I like to write these brackets out twice. You may not need to do this when you're going to doing A level and stuff, but for now it's a good idea. X times x, x squared, x times y, xy. Y times x, well, I'm going to write it as xy like I did up here in black. And then my last part is the y times y, which is a positive y squared. This time these two in the middle don't cancel out, but they are like terms, and I've got 2 of them. So I'm going to write plus 2xy, so that I have my final answers. Let's highlight these in a blue. I have this one, and this one here from this part. Okay, you can make these up yourself. You can just put any letters in them, but that was my first challenge. In the next video, we're going to have a look at challenge number 2. Found this video helpful? Then why not drop it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. If you'd like the next video in the playlist, you can click here to be taken straight to it. And as always, wishing you the very best for all your studies.